Now, I think this is going to work better. Now I'm just going to have to wait for you guys to come back. The first time around, it didn't work, but I'm just waiting for everybody to log back in now. And who's the first person here? I wonder who it could be. Who is the first person? Whew. Hooray! Laramie, thank you. Thank you for helping me. All right, now we're looking better. Well, I'm looking a little scruffy here. Okay, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Kana or is it Kana? Sparks. I just want to know how you pronounce your name there, because I know you comment quite a lot. Hello, Jonathan. How are you? Good to see you. Joshua, Mobile, Alabama. Man, I love Mobile, Alabama. I have some good friends in Mobile. Flogging Frog, what's up, dude? How are you, man? Hey, my mom's here, everybody. My mom is actually watching my live stream right now all the way from Mississippi. So, hi, Mama. Adriana, I'm doing wonderful. I'm just going to let a couple of people who probably just got home from work or didn't realize that I was not as tech savvy as I thought I was on the internet to log into this thing, and maybe we can have a bunch of people watching at the same time. Laramie, that's hilarious. Aimless Adventures, what's up, buddy? Good to see you here. Mike, what's up, man? So yeah, everybody, welcome to the world of Micah Live. This is my first ever live stream. I've never done one of these before, and to be honest with you guys, I'm a little nervous. This is the first time I've ever done this, and I'm excited. Let's see. Josh, moving to Apopka in 7 days. Saw you used to play in bands. What kind of music did you used to play? Oh, when? That's like a whole story altogether. I started playing music when I was 13 years old, and I was in several bands. I was in a band called At Cliff's Inn. We were like pop punk type stuff. We did a lot of tours. I went all over the United States and Canada. Then I was in a band called All Day All Night. Then I started another band with my brother called Dream Cult, and they're still doing things. Dream Cult is still a band. If you guys haven't checked them out, Google Dream Cult. They're doing wonderful things, and my brother's band that I helped start with him. And yeah, so yeah, this is my first live stream, everybody. I'll give you guys a real quick glimpse of what my current view is right now. This is my backyard out here in Central Florida, and this is my computer screen. I was gonna do it on here, but I could not get it going. But this is my 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea screensaver there. But Laramie from Fresh Baked WW, if you guys aren't watching Fresh Baked WW, you should go and watch that, because he does amazing things. I called him right before I got on here. I'm sweating because I was like, dude, yeah, I'm about to go live. I don't know what I'm doing. And he was like, just do it on your phone. It's so easy. Like, you can do anything on your phone now. That blows my mind. But yeah, so I want to do a Q&A with you guys. I wanted to see how many people I could actually get on here and see if this could be like a thing, because I would love to start going live more often on my channel, because I want to connect one-on-one with you guys, rather than just waiting for the comments to come in and then slowly commenting back and everything. Sean, we say you did mention you're sent as a deputy in a small town. That's right. A lot of people don't know this, but I am one of the biggest Andy Griffith fans you will ever meet in your entire life. And so there's that. Us as involved vloggers. Yes. Tim Fluffybeard, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so today I'm wearing my Krusty Burger shirt. And Clyde, I am from Amity, Mississippi, to your knowledge. And yeah, so what do you guys want to talk about? Start asking me questions. Questions that I don't want to answer, I'm not going to, and please do not take that as a rude thing. There's a lot of things I want to protect with my personal life and everything, but I will go ahead and start. Flogging Frog, ask me that again. The message. Oh, never mind. I just figured out. I can look and back at all your messages. Whoa, my finger's in the way, but that's amazing. Okay, I will start with Flogging Frogs 23. His first question, which was, if you were to go on tour again, what would your dream tour be? What bands would you want to be on tour with? Okay. 13-year-old to about 22-year-old Micah would always want to go on tour with Blink-182. And why I say 21-year-old Micah is because that's when Tom DeLonge quit and never came back. He came back and then Tom DeLonge quit again. I would only want to tour with Blink-182 if it was Tom, Mark, and Travis, the originals. Blink-182 would be my all-time favorite band. Besides, if I lived back in the 60s, I would want to go on tour with the Beach Boys. So, yeah, there's that. Laramie, no, you did not. You did not meet Tom DeLonge. That's amazing. I would love to meet Tom DeLonge. I've never met anybody from Blink-182. Brussels sprouts are awesome, but man, they leave something wicked later on, if you know what I mean. Brad, what's up, man? My favorite attraction at the parks. You got to be more specific with that one. There's a lot of parks. I'm guessing you're meaning Disney. A lot of people talk about Disney a lot. Able to Art, what's up, man? Epcot. Okay, my favorite attraction at Epcot, I'm gonna go with Spaceship Earth. I love Spaceship Earth. The Land is a great one too. Yeah, like Soarin' and Chest Track and stuff, that's amazing. They're amazing attractions, but there's something about Spaceship Earth. It's classic. Christine, thanks, Micah, for the tips. You made us enjoy the park so much more. Thank you so much for that. That was the whole goal. My finger keeps getting in the way, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read all these messages on here. Pandora, yay or nay? We will get back to that, my friend. Old Time Freedom. We will get back to that. Let me first start off with this, since we have a pretty good bit of people watching right now. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the world of Micah. What I wanted to do today was do a live stream and answer your guys' questions and get to know you more and talk back and forth with you guys just like this. When I started doing the world of Micah, I strictly did it because I got tired of going to theme parks or anywhere in Central Florida, and I knew all of this information. I knew a lot of hidden things. I've always been the kind of guy to be obsessed with the making of things, like anything you can think of, like a theme park making of documentary or anything. They show how they made the ride and the storyboards and all that stuff. I will watch it. I love stuff like that. So when I started doing World of Micah, I was like, this could be an outlet for me to get all of my things that I know about the parks out, and everybody can see it, and then people like it, they'll come back and watch it. If not, if nobody watches, whatever, I can at least document it and put it on the internet, and that way later on in life I can go back, and sometimes things that I documented are no longer there. Like, for example, Streets of America at Disney's Hollywood Studios no longer exists, but I did a lot of videos there, and I have that footage now. It's just like making home videos. You ever sit at home and look at an old photo album, or Laramie, thanks, buddy. I love you. You're a great friend. I'll tell you, I got sidetracked because Laramie just did something awesome. You ever look at a photo album or watch an old home video and stuff, and you're like, man, I missed that day. I wish I could go back to that place, but it no longer exists. Well, that's why I did the World of Micah. I want to bring you guys into my world and show you exactly what I experience and my knowledge of things, and hopefully you guys can pick up some tips so the next time you're in the park or somewhere in Central Florida, hey, I know there's something down the street that's pretty cool. Yes, I will make an appearance on your EP. Duh, dude, when we start pre-production, I'm definitely going to do that. Adriana, I believe you sent me a message on Instagram the other day, and let me tell you, I'm not ignoring you. Instagram stuff, sometimes I get lost on it. I'm really a tech-savvy guy, I promise, but sometimes I mess up on things. Message me on there again, and we can talk about something I can do for your school, because I would love to talk to your school, your students, and everything. What car is the Micah Mobile? I call it the Nautilus. I've never heard the Micah Mobile. That's actually a cool name, but that's kind of conceited. The Nautilus is my vehicle. It's a Ford Escape. I recently got it not too long ago. I actually did a video of getting it. Hi, how are you? Let's see here. So if you ever see at the parks, please don't freak out and say hi. Dude, please say hi. Some people have like already started to do that when I go to Disney or Universal or SeaWorld or any of the parks in Central Florida. Like, people come up and say hello and they'll get a picture with me and everything. And dude, that does not weird me out or anything. Like, I will never think that I'm like a rock star or whatever if you come up and ask for a photo or anything. It really makes me feel appreciated that you like my videos and my content. So coming up and saying hello to me in the parks honestly makes me feel like I'm doing a good job. It's not just a bunch of random people watching my videos and it's like, do they like it or do they not like it? Like, if you come to the park and see me, dude, come say hello. Like, we can ride a ride together. Like, I'm totally game for that. Pardon my finger, but I'm gonna scroll up here and try and read some of these questions that you guys were asking. Let's see, what are a few of your favorite Disney video bloggers? All right, I have friends that I have a ton of friends. Actually, I have made more friends through YouTube than I ever made friends growing up, because Kana, thank you, that's so awesome. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had a few friends here and there, some stuck around, some left. So moving here, when I moved here to Florida and I started doing YouTube and stuff, like, out of nowhere I started making friends, and it really took me some time to get used to it, because like I said, growing up I really didn't have a whole lot of friends and everything, but through YouTube I have made so many friends, and it's amazing. So my favorite bloggers, they're all my friends, and so it's really cool because I'm a fan of their work. I hope they're a fan of my work. They support me. They always are ready to hang out. They watch my videos because we'll talk about them and everything. The first YouTuber I ever became friends with or ever started watching was my buddy Adam. You guys know him as Adam the Woo. He'll always be Adam to me. It's one of those things, like, a friendship sparked here, and he showed me around Central Florida, and I'm forever grateful for him showing me around Central Florida and kind of introduced me to the world of vlogging, because he was kind of the first person to like ever mention like YouTube and stuff to me and everything. Yeah, Adam does great videos. I love the way he does his videos. Getting back to my favorite vloggers and stuff, there's countless, like, and a lot of my friends who are vloggers and stuff, they do it in photography stuff, like Travis. You guys see Travis on my videos a lot. Travis doesn't do videos, but Travis does photography, and his photography is incredible. Fresh Baked Laramie over at Fresh Baked is an awesome guy. We've recently become friends through YouTube. I like Tim Tracker and Jen. They're sweet people. Like, they are really genuinely sweet people. I like to watch their stuff because Tim always keeps me in what's new and going on in Central Florida. I live in the nostalgia of the past. I try to stay current for you guys, but I'm a very nostalgic type person. Around Orlando Vlogs, Brady and his dad Tim, they're awesome. They do some fun videos too. I met those guys at Halloween Horror Nights. There's just a ton of YouTuber stuff. Sometimes I like to find YouTubers who don't do theme parks, like late at night, when I'm just like perusing the internet. I will stumble upon a YouTuber who his YouTube thing might be just his day, and he's maybe a professional surfer or something, like those kind of people who do like a completely different type vlog and stuff, who really live in an area that doesn't have much content. Like, they might just live next to the beach. I mean, the beach has a lot of content, but really, can you make a video every day about going to the beach? And they do it. Chicken nuggets, what's up? Like, I think that's so rad. Like, YouTube is one of those things where Tim makes videos too, guys. You should watch Tim's stuff. I like Tim, Fluffy Beard. What I was saying about YouTube is anybody who has a phone or a camera or any means of making film, you can video something and put it on the internet, and that is art. Like just like when I was in a band, all I needed to have was something to record the music. All I needed to have was a recording software to record my music, and I could put it out anywhere. Anybody could have a copy of my band CD, and it was documented on there forever. That song is set in stone, recorded. So doing YouTube is kind of the same thing, and I think it's amazing. Jonathan, what's up, buddy? How are you? Thanks for joining me. So it's July 5th, everybody. I hope everybody had a wonderful July 4th. It's weird how July 4th, like, every time I think of July 4th, I always think of, like, July 4th weekend, What do I think about Disney rumors of Ratatouille ride, Inside Out replacing Figment, Tron Coaster, or Guardians of the Galaxy replacing Ellen? You know what, man? At this point, Disney's going to do what Disney wants to do. I always grew up thinking that they would never, ever, ever in a billion years get rid of the Streets of America, the Backlot Tour, all of that area. But guess what? They did. And my feelings are still hurt. I'm still bitter about it. So whatever Disney decides to do at Epcot is completely up to Disney. And I can have my differences about it. I will say this. More rides. Tim, thanks, dude. I will say this. More rides coming to Epcot would be an amazing thing. Because I find myself going to Epcot and just walking around World Showcase. I'll ride rides every now and then, but I feel like the more rides you have, the better and everything. Yeah, Brady, if Figment ever goes away, it'll be a sad day because that was such a staple at Epcot. Like originally Epcot wasn't going to have Mickey or Minnie or Goofy or any of those characters, and they created this character strictly for that park. And that's awesome how he's stuck around since '82. Ellen, everybody jokes around about Ellen being a sleeping ride and everything, but Ellen's a fun ride. I don't think we'll lose Figment either. Yeah, the entrance, I will say that about the Leave a Legacy. Look, if you're a Leave a Legacy person and you've done that, you paid and your family's photo's on there, I get it. Dude, if my picture was in Walt Disney World, I'd be like, never get rid of that. I'm in Walt Disney World. Because, there's a photo of you in Walt Disney World. Holy mess. That's amazing. But, the Leave a Legacy thing when you first walk into Epcot, I kind of wish it was on the ground. Like, I kind of wish they did something more futuristic with it, like solar panel, something. Not just these random rows of people smudged faces, But yeah, we'll see what the future of Epcot holds. D23 is coming up soon. Almost dropped you guys there. D23 is coming up soon, and we'll all find out the rumors and who had it right, and everything. And everybody's gonna go nuts, and we'll see a billion videos about breaking news. This is coming to Disney, and it'll be a fun time. I'm excited because D23 is always a fun time. I do remember Horizons. As a kid, I always rode Horizons when I visited Disney while it was still there, and I remember the smell of the oranges. You could smell the oranges. That's like the only memory I have besides the mom and the sun, and I think the sun was upside down when they're in the space, the rotating thing. That's like the only thing I remember of Horizons. Like, it was an amazing ride. I know that because people documented it and they put it on YouTube, and it's there. Hey, the talking, drinking water fountains at Epcot. I actually did a video of that a while back. I did a video of the old talking water fountains. So yeah, lucky to know that they have remnants from them. Yeah, there's a lot of remains there. But let's see some more questions here. Gonna go all the way back up here. Chris Graham, no way you have a box of CDs still. That's nuts. Um, so yeah, Tim, the whole thing about the Tron coaster and everything, like, look, man, like I said, Disney's gonna do what Disney wants to do, and there's nothing we can do about it. Just hope for the best for the future. So yeah, don't understand why they remove most flowers and topiaries during the summer. Epcot, so blah. Okay. I don't know. I guess because if they had everything looking like Food and Wine and Flower and Garden year round, people wouldn't want to book a vacation during those months to come. Epcot would just be like that all year round. So, I mean, I get it. You know, the topiaries are awesome, but I think that's Disney's business mind behind it. How often do you come down here before you move to Orlando? I came here. Hey, there's another guy named Micah here. Disneyquest Paul is going to be the MBA. It's going to be an MBA experience. We'll see how good that works out because it didn't work out at Universal. So we'll see how well that works out at Disney. I used to come to Central Florida a lot. When I was a kid, I would come down here to see my grandparents who lived in Lake Wales, Florida. I would come and stay with them. We would go to Disney and Universal. And back then, before Legoland was a thing, they had a theme park called Cypress Gardens. And I used to go to Cypress Gardens a lot with them because it was very close to their house. But yeah, I started coming to Disney probably in the early 90s. And as soon as I was able to drive and go on vacation kind of by myself, I started coming down here and started meeting a lot of friends. And that's why when I moved here, it was so easy for me to move here and live here. So, Adriana, it was nice to meet you too. Thanks for tuning in. I know I'm keeping you guys on a Wednesday, so that was funny. Klingon 911. Yeah, Paul, I know, but what can you do? Honestly, man, I will say this about Disney Quest: no one was ever there. Now, people can argue with me back and forth on that, but I have had an annual pass to Disney for the past 3 years. I've never gone to Disney Quest, and I've been on a Friday night, I've been on a Saturday night, I've been on a Monday night. I've only seen it slammed a few times, and that was because it was storming outside, and I think people went there just to get to do something at Disney. So yeah, it's one of those things, you know, you gotta let Disney do what they're gonna do. A lot of people say that crime around Orlando is terrible. Have you had any issues? Never. Dude, I'm from Jackson, Mississippi originally, and Jackson, I think, is like the number 8 most dangerous city in the United States, or the world, perhaps. I've read that several times, and I always knew that growing up. So moving here was a piece of cake. I mean, you're going to have your certain streets you don't drive down and everything. I mean, obviously after dark, like, I've had friends always tell me, like, I wouldn't drive down there because people are going to rob you blind. But no, Orlando's great. The thing about Orlando is, and not to bring this down or anything, the level of happiness right now is amazing. But with the Pulse shooting, which was terrifying and horrible because I knew people who were there that night. And waking up the next day and seeing all that on the news and then having to call your friends to see if they're alive sucks. Plain and simple. Ever since then, the whole city has come together. Like, there are places downtown that accept everybody now, and security has stepped up more, which I don't mind. People always ask me, what do I think about security at the parks and stuff? Dude, I don't care what you got to do. Like, I don't care. I will give you any of my information. You can look me up and down all you want. I will go through any metal detector you want me to. As long as I know I'm safe, I'm having a good time. I mean, I'm gonna get in the park eventually, you know. So, I mean, what else am I gonna do? Go inside and wait 30 minutes for a ride? I'm gonna be waiting, so I might as well go through security, at least so I know I'm safe. Let's read some more of these. Adam the Woo brought me to your channel. Good. Adam's a good guy. He helped me out with YouTube and stuff, so Josh, grew up in Orlando. My dad was a senior animal trainer at SeaWorld. That's awesome. Shambu Stadium, a sea lion otter. So happy to be finally moving back. Yeah, man. SeaWorld's awesome. I love SeaWorld. A lot of people don't like SeaWorld, and I get it. The whole blackfish thing, you know, which I think was... I read somewhere that was a hoax, you know. So people who did that were people who got fired, and they were just bitter. Because, dude, I love SeaWorld. SeaWorld rehabilitates animals and then sets them free, you know. So it's... I mean, they're doing good things. But anyways, let's see here. Jumbo, you're welcome. Yes, Zach, there are lots and lots of bad traffic on I-4, but the key to being a true Floridian in Orlando is you avoid I-4. You will find all the streets and everything that you can avoid I-4. Do you eat at Walt Disney World resorts? Do you have a favorite? Yeah, I eat there all the time. I love Trails End. I actually ate there yesterday for July 4th. And spoiler alert, there's going to be a brand new video tomorrow on my channel, and you guys can watch that and see myself devour some ribs at Trails End. I like Trails End. I like Casey's Corner, Magic Kingdom. I like Sleepy Hollow. I think Sleepy Hollow is one of my favorite places at Magic Kingdom because their breakfast waffle with Nutella and strawberries and blueberries is good. And Laramie from Fresh Baked WW, we actually did a video showcasing the new corn dogs that they have there that were from Disneyland, and they taste just like the ones in Disneyland. So Sleepy Hollow is awesome. I love it. There's never really a line. Unfortunately, you're not going to be sitting indoors. So I think that's why a lot of people opt to not eat there. Plus, they don't have like chicken fingers and french fries and things like that. They'll have seasonal items. They'll have different things that they offer. So, you know, it's kind of like what you get is what you get. But I like that. Let's read some more. Thanks for joining me, by the way, if you guys are just getting here. The hotels and stuff, yeah, I've eaten at a couple of the restaurants there too. I like character dining. Abby loves character dining stuff. She does that a lot. So I usually go with her for that. Best character experience I've ever had. All right, so Hollywood Studios had this dance party about a year ago, right in front of where the old hat used to be. And they would bring out these rare characters, like they had Sebastian from Little Mermaid, Walt was out there. I met Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Let's see. I met them there. And one night, Abby and I were walking out. We just got through with Movie Ride, and I was like, oh, they're doing the dance party thing. Let's go see if they have any character that I want to meet over there. And I look over and I see Robin Hood. And Robin Hood is one of my all-time favorite Disney movies and character. I love Robin Hood. The character Robin Hood, I wanted to be Robin Hood when I was a kid. Robin Hood was out there and he was kind of dancing by himself. Like you could see he was trying to do his thing and dance with people, and everybody was kind of dancing with him, but like no one was bothering him. And I walked up with my phone and just kind of looked at him and said, I know you're supposed to be dancing, but can I please have a photo with you? I love you. I've always wanted to meet you, and this is a childhood dream come true. And he lit up. Like Robin Hood lit up. He was like, oh my gosh, like somebody knows who I am. You could totally tell like Robin Hood was getting the short end that night. He wasn't as popular as Sebastian was down, you know, on the other side of the dance hall. And so Robin Hood stood there and gave me the biggest hug I've had from a Disney character in a long time, and they took a photo, and you can see the photo online somewhere on my Instagram, and I'm smiling, and I had some tears come down. I don't normally get emotional with Disney characters and stuff. Like, yeah, they're cute and it's nostalgic, and I love them. I'll always meet them. Abby loves them, so I always wait in line to meet them. But Robin Hood definitely brought some magic that evening. Made my night. So let's get back to some more questions because you guys are commenting. Thanks so much for commenting, everybody. Yeah, the Nutella waffle, Christine, is awesome. You'd slap my dad for a Chris, don't slap Clyde, Daddy. Let's see here. Hello, New Jersey. Roger Rabbit. I can't even talk. Roger Rabbit, please don't remove these older moments. Yeah, Jonathan, man. You know, that's, you know, when I do a video about something, like on the subject of my Roger Rabbit video, if I'm doing a video on it, it's usually like one of those things like, this might leave. This might not ever be here. Clyde, yeah, I do remember doing Fox 35 Klingon. I remember doing 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea at the Magic Kingdom one time. I remember riding the Skyway buckets with my grandmother. Now, I was a very, very, very young little boy. Probably 5. We rode the Skyway buckets to Tomorrowland, and then we walked back to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea because we were on the Skyway buckets. I remember pointing down and I said, I want to ride the boat. I want to ride the boat. And I've always been obsessed with boats and trains. So I'm sweating profusely out here, guys. But I wanted to sit out here and give you guys my full attention instead of sitting inside and bothering Abby or anybody. Yeah, I'm going to go to Volcano Bay when it's open at night and everything. I haven't been to Volcano Bay yet. I kind of let things like that work their kinks out, like Pandora. Let's see. I do have those salt and pepper shakers, Laramie. I bought those. Someone earlier, way earlier, asked me about Pandora, and I will give you guys my honest opinion right here and right now. Pandora is fun. Pandora is pretty. I've never seen the movie, so I have no idea what's going on in there. I don't have any want to watch the movie. It never seemed like my cup of tea when it came out, so I'm never gonna watch it. Maybe one day. But Pandora is fun. Pandora is it's pretty. I like the rides. I like the food offerings and everything. But I don't ever see myself staying there for longer than it takes to ride the rides and maybe watch the entertainment. It's just one of those things with me. It's pretty, but I don't have. I've heard that Laramie Dances with Wolves thing. I don't have any connection with Avatar, so I don't have a purpose being there. I'd rather myself not go, and my my body be someone else. Be someone else's body to be able to get into a ride. You know, I'd rather not take up someone's spot in an Avatar. Let's see. One of my first videos I watched from you was when you went to the old Nickelodeon. Oh, you must be talking about the old Nick Studios at Universal. Yeah, it's not there anymore. Nothing's really here about, like, nothing here is from Nickelodeon anymore except for, I heard that Universal sued Disney because Disney's idea was like Universal's. I don't know about that. I don't keep up with like the whole theme parks like suing each other and stuff. A lot of it's just internet fluff. You know, you can't, I'll tell you this right now, you can't believe anything you read on the internet. One day somebody's like, rumor, they're getting rid of Mickey Mouse. Okay. Until you see it happen, just read about it. It's interesting to see that somebody actually sat there and took the time to write up a, yeah, I know Tim Tracker. He's a really good guy. We've been in a few videos together. It's interesting to me that somebody actually has the time to sit there and write a whole thing about what they think is going to happen at Disney, and then it never happens, and whatever. Yeah, I really want to get out to California again, and while I'm there, obviously visit Adam. I'm glad he's living there. It's funny, I've never been to California in the past 5 years, and Adam hasn't lived there. The first time we went, he was living there. The second time we went, he was living there, but he was about to leave. Like, he was, I believe, like right after we left, he made the video about him moving on. So, and then now if I go back, he's living there again. So it's funny how Adam went from living in California, left, back on the road, then moved back to California, and, you know, anything. BB Kings, what's up, man? My thoughts about Disneyquest Closing. I'll miss it. It was fun to be able to like go in on a rainy day and play some old school games and be able to play, you know, as many games as you wanted to. with your admission, especially since you have it on your annual pass like I do, it was easy just to hop in and play a couple of games and then get out of there. But I feel like they should have offered something more along the lines of Disney Quest, like an updated version of Disney Quest than the NBA thing. I don't think I'm going to really enjoy the NBA thing. I mean, I like basketball, but am I really going to go all the way down there for an NBA experience? That's just me. Do you get to experience old Ghostbusters? Yeah, I did. I got to see the old Ghostbusters show at Universal. It was cool. I actually thought those were the real Ghostbusters. And I remember meeting them out in their car, and they had like a puppet animatronic Slimer in the back seat. That was cool. Do you know? Okay, I already read that. Yeah, Barrett. The whole Hidden Mickey thing. Yeah, I actually will go out some days, and like if I'm riding a ride that I've ridden 100 billion times, and I'm just riding it to kind of get out of the hot sun, or I'm riding with a friend, I won't necessarily pay attention to the ride. I'll start looking for hidden things. I'll start looking for hidden Mickeys. I'll start looking for things I never noticed. Barrett, college or NBA? College. Man, I grew up in Mississippi. SEC all the way. But real Kentucky basketball. I should just say that. Kentucky basketball. My family is from Kentucky. So, yeah, Kentucky basketball all the way. Jonathan, I did ride Jaws. I used to ride Jaws a lot. Love Jaws so much. Actually, I'll show you guys something really cool that I've never showed on one of my videos. But, let's see. If you guys look right here, check that out. I have a Jaws tattoo, and it says, "We're gonna need a bigger boat." So yeah, I like Jaws a lot. What do you think about the Pirates of the Caribbean changes? I've read recently that Disney removed it, and they're not going to change it. So like I said, until I ride Pirates of the Caribbean and they don't scream, "We want the redhead," I'm just going to keep living life. Do I have a P.O. box? T-Bowls. No, I do not have a P.O. box, nor do I have a Patreon account, but I'm looking into doing a P.O. box in the near future, because people used to send me stuff all the time, and I got nervous about giving my address away, just because, you put your address out there on the internet, people are weird. So, let's see, do you rather never go to Disney anymore or never Universal? If I had to pick to never go to one of those theme parks ever again, it'd probably be Universal, only because Disney has been in my life longer than Universal. I started going to Universal when I was about 6 or 7. But I started going to Disney when I was like a baby, so I'll say that. Josh, my Jaws tattoo was done in Mississippi. I've had that for a long time. Let's see. I'm a diehard Orlando Magic fan, even though they're garbage. I'm always gonna. Yeah, man, go Magic, go Magic. I've been to a few Magic games and they're fun. Yeah, Laramie, I kind of almost need a bigger calf. Let's see. Trying to read some more questions here. If you, excuse me, I had to wipe something out of my eye. If you hit a Disney park for a day of ride, do you max out the passes? Best record here is at 10. No, I've never done that. I've never, I usually get my 3 fast passes. I'll go and ride those 3. Usually after that, I'm done riding. Now, I'm an annual pass holder. I go all the time. So unless family's in town or a friend wants to go ride a ride, I rarely actually ride rides at Disney. I'm more of a, I call it cruising. I usually just cruise the parks. I show up and walk around, see what's going on. I usually walk around and check the shows and just the atmosphere of Disney. I love the rides, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan of Disney rides, but let's see. What are your top 3 Florida roadside attractions? My top 3 Florida roadside attractions. Do you count Gatorland as a attraction or a park? Because I kind of count Gatorland as a roadside attraction. Seeing as if they only have one ride, unless you count the zip line, which is the train. I like that. Florida roadside. You know, honestly, man, I haven't really done a lot of Florida roadside attractions. I have a lot of plans for stuff, though. I'm kind of testing things out, and you guys can see that's why I'm testing this out right now. Let's see here. Any plans to go to Legoland? Yeah, I want to go to Legoland, but I'll probably bring Abby with me when I go to Legoland, just because I don't want to show up to like a kid-based park and be the only guy riding rides by myself. I think it'd be more suitable if I brought Abby with me. My whole family looks for hidden Mickeys. I have to go pick up my daughter. We'll try and get back soon. Hello, Kana. Tell your daughter I said hello. My favorite Walt Disney World ride? Pirates of the Caribbean. Aimless Adventures. Get back to your question about the roadside attraction thing. I really want to go see the Sponge Museum, the House of Sponge Museum. I think that'd be awesome. Any plans to go to Legoland? I already answered that. What's my favorite band? That's a tough one, man. Growing up, my favorite band was always Blink-182. Blink-182 took over my life, made me start a band, made me start writing music. Then I discovered the Beatles and the Beach Boys, and my maturity level of music changed, definitely. I like a lot of 80s stuff. I love The Cure. I love The Cure so much. Can you make this live interaction a more regular thing, like once every couple of weeks? You know, here's the thing. All right, we're about 42 minutes into this. There's about 30 people or so watching every now and then. It's not terrible. This is my first one. I kind of want to do a live video once a week. I kind of want to make a thing once a week and do a live video, and I will hopefully make a video about that soon, because I think this is awesome. You know, I wish I could do I wish I could do daily vlogs with you guys. Here's my issue with daily vlogs. If I did a daily vlog, now I do work, I do have a job. Now, if I did a daily vlog every day, I feel like my content would go down, because I'm not one of those guys like normal daily vloggers who do daily vlogs as a job. I could not go out every day and make a video of stuff that I wanted to show you guys. So I feel like my content would kind of slip, and I don't want to do that. I wish I could. I really, really wish I could be a daily vlogger, but I feel like if I could do more live videos with you guys, I could do that whenever, and we could just have these kind of conversations, and I wouldn't have to do it with this boring brick wall. I could be at the parks, I could be at a roadside attraction, I could be somewhere and do a vlog with you guys, and you guys could watch it live and ask me questions like, tell me where you guys want me to go and stuff. That would be a lot of fun. Brad, Smile is a great record. What Disney hotels are best for kids? Dude, if you're looking for cheap but you want to have that Disney like look, All-Star. Do All-Star Sports, All-Star Movies, or All-Star Films, and it's amazing. You have big statues of Disney stuff in there. Everything is very Disney. Now, if you want to spend just a little more money, Pop Century is awesome, and Art of Animation is like the creme de la creme for kids, because there's huge Disney statues. Now, I've done a video of Disney's Pop Century and the Art of Animation, so you can watch those videos on my channel, and I give you like an in-depth look. The only thing I do not show is the room, but you can Google what the rooms look like, and they're amazing. They're very cool. The movie Monster was filmed at SpongeBob. Yeah, Monster was filmed quite a few places. I tried to do the filming locations of Monster once. I just, it wasn't going to be good, so I dropped it. Let's see, I'm going to scroll back up here because Brady asked me a question earlier. Let's see here. Sorry guys, let me I'm trying to scroll through here. Let's see. Tim, I'm sorry, it was Tim. What movie would you like to go out and film the areas that you haven't done yet? The filming locations that I would like to do, Tim, I have a few up my sleeve that were filmed here in Central Florida. I'm not going to say, only because I'm very excited about one of them in particular. And you guys will have to just wait and see. Hey, Klingon, thanks for staying up to almost 1 a.m. in the UK. Do you still record music? Yeah, I still do. I still co-write with my brother on things. Like I said, Dream Cult. You guys can find music on at Dream Cult. That was like the last thing I ever like actually put on tape and released. You know, but I thought about recording another CD. I thought about recording a couple of songs that I wrote, and yeah, Dream Cult, Micah. That was my brother's band that's still playing music that I was in. Barrett, stay weird, man. And that's another thing I want to talk to you guys about, the whole stay weird. Do you guys think that's weird that I say stay weird at the end of my videos? Like, there's no, I don't know. Let's answer some more videos. You could be a daily vlogger. I totally could be. But let's see. Thanks, Brady. I'm hoping that 10 to 20 years from now, the parks will offer some sort of live-in facilities. Oh yeah, like you want to live, like if you could live like in a room in the Hogwarts Castle at Universal, that'd be pretty dope, right? I really wish Universal kind of would have stole that idea from Disney with the whole Dream Suite and had like a Harry Potter themed room inside the Hogwarts Castle that a family. Oh yeah, Micah, daily live streamer. Yeah, I could probably do that. What if Universal like made a room that your family could win, like a sweepstakes or something, and you could stay in a Harry Potter themed room in the Hogwarts Castle, like on Universal property? That would be pretty crazy. It will never happen, but that would be pretty crazy. Backstage rock. Yeah, too bad 2010. I have done the backstage tour at the Hard Rock Cafe for the Beatles. I did not film it because I wasn't doing YouTube then. I have a ton of photos. But you know, let's see. I'm trying to read some of these. Have you seen the new lights at Hogwarts? I have not. I have not seen anything new at Hogwarts. I have not been over there in quite some time. May I recommend Ernest Christmas locations? Well, guess what, Josh? You're in luck, buddy. This past December, I did every single filming location you could possibly think of for Ernest Saves Christmas. It's on my channel, so all you have to do is just scroll down, and Adam makes an appearance on that. Because Adam and I are really, really big Jim Varney and Ernest fans. So that was fun doing that. It's one of those things, like, when you do a video sometimes, because people always ask me, like, you know, after you do a video, do you forget about it or do you think about it? You, like, dwell on that video? It's kind of like one of those things, like, I did it. It's documented. I can move on. I can do another video. But sometimes I think back to the time that I did the video and it gets, hey David, thanks for supporting, man. I see you liking my Facebook stuff all the time, dude. Thank you so much for supporting. But what I was saying is, like when I think back about December and doing the filming locations of Ernest Saves Christmas and stuff, like that was such a fun day. Like I missed that day. And I'm glad I have the video to, Jonathan, welcome back. I'm glad I have the video to go back and watch whenever I want, and I can relive that day. Stranger Things filming locations. Man, if I can ever get up to Georgia to do it, I would totally do it. Adam did it. I would love to do it. See, you get paid driving around seeing the world. No, I don't have that. I be honest with you guys, I've never actually like asked for money via the internet. Like I've actually never gone on the internet and asked for money or anything like that. So I'll always take the donations. Or around Orlando vlogs, dude. Totally, we should totally do that. Speaking of Stranger Things, this is, I'll show you guys this real quick. If you guys can see in there, hold on. My hat is actually an official Stranger Things hat, and I just love this hat so much I incorporated it in my my videos. So there's that. And also, that's another question that people ask me all the time. Why do I wear a hat in all my videos? Well, I'm not hiding anything. I'm not going bald or anything like that. It's because Central Florida's hot. The sun's always on my face. And if I only have to put sunscreen down here, that helps me instead of having to put it on my forehead. And then it bleeds into your eyes. And it sucks. So wearing a hat is just easier. Plus, I sweat a lot. I sweat big time. So my hair doesn't look good. And if you wear a hat, you look decent, right? Anyways, let's get back to answering some questions. You guys think of some questions. Ask me anything. This is like your chance. Ask me anything. First spin. Okay, let's see. Favorite Orlando traditional tattoo. Oh man. Let's see. How many times did you sign your name at King Kong Ride? I don't know what that question means. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to understand that question. Yeah, Patty's correct, Laramie, about the Hogwarts thing. It's not going to be here until Christmas. Sorry, in the subway. I never wrote my name in the subway. I remember seeing people like doing it as a kid, but I never vandalized anything. I don't think my parents would have allowed me because I was a kid back then. What's your favorite video you ever made? Oh, that's a tough one. Good question, Jonathan. Man, that's a tough one. My favorite video I ever made, I'm gonna say either the Ernest Saves Christmas filming locations, or the Roseanne filming locations from when Roseanne went to Disney World. That was awesome. Rantastic Voyage, yeah, the Problem Child 2 filming locations was fun. Yeah, Mom, that's something that I never really talk about anymore, the E.T. thing. So you guys want to hear an interesting story. All right, story time. When I first started doing YouTube, one of my first videos I've ever done, and this is a horrible video, I'll just go ahead and say it. Half of it's skinny video, half of it's horizontal. It was bad. I did not know what I was doing on my phone recording. I actually think it got flagged for use of copyright music because I didn't know what I was doing, and threw up copywritten music. But I went to Universal Studios and I rode E.T. 25 times in a row without stopping. I only had to get off the bike and then they let me go through this secret door and get back on the vehicle. I didn't have to watch the pre-show with Steven Spielberg 100 billion times, and I got to ride E.T. 25 times in a row. And the record before that was 18, and I broke the world record. It's not documented on anything paper except for a person wrote it down and put it in the break room at the ET attraction. Wrote my name. They gave me a pin. They gave me a special keychain, and I have it documented on YouTube. So that was cool. Let's see. Yeah, Brady, if I want, man, Adam and I actually talked about, it's sad that you mentioned that now because Adam can't get into Universal, but Adam and I, this past Christmas, were talking about going to Universal and doing the ET attraction 50 times in a row. What's the longest you've been stuck on a ride? Frozen. When Frozen Ever After opened at Epcot, Abby and I got stuck on there at the very end. We got stuck for about 15 minutes. And I know the 15 minutes doesn't seem long, but we got stuck where they're singing the song, the summer song, and I had to hear Olaf sing that song over and over and over and over and over, and that was rough. I will not lie. That was rough. Laramie, I bet E.T. probably says your name as goodbye. Oh, man. Let's read some more. Have you ever been to Orange County Jail? I've never been to any jail. I've actually never been in a jail in my entire life. Like, just looking around or filming or in trouble with the law. I've never been in trouble with the law. So, I've never been to jail. That'd be cool to go see a jail cell, but I don't know. I've been on the Orlando Eye, Rachel. I did a video with Adam. It's called Things. I can't remember actually what that one was called. But I did it. I've done the Orlando Eye and videoed it. What ride do you absolutely hate to ride? Ooh. Patty, you stumped me on that. I hate to ride. Well, that's the thing. If I hate it, I'm not gonna do it. But a ride that I absolutely hate. Oh, the Primeval Whirl. The Primeval Whirl in Animal Kingdom. It's a rough one. I don't like riding that. Any plans to do more filming locations? Yeah, I'm gonna definitely do some more filming locations, man. Oh, Speedway's fun, Laramie. I like to do the Speedway, especially vlogging on the Speedway. That's a challenge. But yeah, the Primeval Whirl, it hurts, and it just reminds me of a fair ride. Like, they have the same version at Disney's California Adventure. What's cheeseburgers mean? Able to art and rantastic? Like, what does that mean? Let's see. You have to get arrested? No, I don't. That's never gonna happen. I've never gotten evacuated from a ride, Tim. Never have in my life. Are there any rides you won't go on in any of the parks? Not rides, but water slides. Laramie and I actually went to Blizzard Beach the other day, and he kind of talked me into getting on one of the slides that I don't like to do. It's not that I'm afraid, because I've been to water parks since I was a kid, and I used to ride everything. It's the fact that I've grown a conscience knowing that there's nothing on that slide that's keeping me safe. It's just me and that water, and I don't know, that just kind of terrifies me. I will ride rides that have like a raft or anything, but the ones that go like straight down and everything, that's just not fun to me. So I mean, if you're into it, ride it. I'll watch you all day, and I'm not going to ruin your fun. But yeah. Oh my God. Literally picked me up and sat me down in a different seat while I was on that ride. Yeah, dude. The one that Abby and I did at Disney's California Adventure, the Goofy themed one, that's like the Primeval Whirl. That thing was rough. Like, that hurt my shoulder. It was slinging me around and everything. I did not enjoy that. Able to art. I'm hungry too. I haven't eaten dinner yet, and we've been on this for 59 minutes, almost an hour. I've been talking to you guys. Normally when I come home, I eat dinner first thing. But yeah, so my brother Kevin is in prison in Florida for life for burglary. Rachel, I'm terribly sorry about that. I hope you and your brother get to see each other. If I ever got to, if I ever had something like that happen to my brother Hayden, I don't know what I would do. But I hope you guys get to see each other and talk to each other as much as you can. I'm terribly sorry. that happened to you and your family. Let's see. Got any more questions that I skipped over? But yeah, like rides I don't want to go on and stuff, like it's not that I'm afraid. I'm not afraid of anything as far as rides go. I'll ride anything. But there's some that I choose not to do just because they're painful. What's my favorite t-shirt that I own? My Spectra Magic shirt. I won't wear it anymore. I used to wear it a lot, then I started thinking about it and I was like, this one might be a difficult one to find. And so, in my opinion, what is Goofy? Okay, people always ask me that because I'm a big fan of Goofy and Pluto. So, yeah, I have ridden Mako. I love Mako. Front row and back row. They're the best. Actually, Laramie, I got to go to Mako and do the preview thing, so that was fun. Brad, back to your thing about Goofy and Pluto. So people always ask, do you think it's weird that Pluto is a dog in the sense that he wears a collar and doesn't talk and eats bones, and Goofy gets to talk, wears clothes, and it doesn't wear a leash or anything like that? Yeah, I think it's weird, but you know what the thing is? What's even weirder is we live in a world where a mouse and a dog and another dog and a duck are best friends. So it's not that weird to me. Like, I get what you're asking. Pluto, how come he's like the dog and Goofy's like the human dog? I think in the world of Disney, there's different types of animals. There's different types of dogs. Because as you guys see in like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, none of the animals talked. But in Mickey's world, animals can talk. But I feel like it's the same thing like in Pinocchio. Jiminy Cricket can talk, but the fish and Figaro, they don't talk. So it's just one of those things. It's Disney. I don't think if you Brendan the gent, hello. If you start thinking about Disney stuff like that, you'll go crazy. Jonathan, what was your favorite Disney show to watch as a child? Walt Disney. It's not Walt, but Vault with a V. It was the old Walt Disney Presents episodes that used to come on Disney Channel at like 8 o'clock. And I'd sneak in my room and turn on the TV, and my mom would come in and turn my TV off, and I'd always pretend like I was asleep, but I had to stay up and watch that show because The Wonderful World of Disney back then was a promotion for Disneyland, and they showed how they made like Pirates of the Caribbean and Haunted Mansion, and it blew my mind. I still watch them to this day. I have a lot of them on DVD and VHS copies and stuff. That was my favorite show, Disney show. Patty, thanks for hanging out. Everybody say goodbye to Patty. Yeah, Brad, that's just my opinion, man. It doesn't matter. I think Disney just does what they want to do with their animals, and you gotta enjoy it. Did you ever get to experience River Country before it closed? Only went once. I want to say I did. I don't have any memories specifically of River Country. I remember going to the area, and I remember seeing it. I don't know if my family, like my grandmother, we had an RV, and we had a night stay at Fort Wilderness in her RV one night, and then a hurricane came and they moved us to the Contemporary. And so, bye Brad. So I remember us going over there. We might have been going to eat dinner, and I remember seeing it. I think I swam. I really do. I want to say I got to swim there. But River Country was interesting. I don't think we will ever see anything like that ever again at Disney. I don't think they could do something like that at Disney ever again, just because of how small River Country was, the fact that you could only get to it via boat from the Magic Kingdom or staying on site at the Fort Wilderness Resort. That it would be crazy. Like, it would be absolutely nuts to try and get into that thing. Guys, I'm only going to stay on here for just about maybe 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to let everybody go because it's already 8 o'clock. So I just want to thank you guys right now before I start answering more questions. Thank you for making my first live stream a success. I didn't think anybody was going to show up and watch, and the fact that people showed up and are watching and commenting really means a lot to me, and I mean that. So thank you all. Let's get back to answering some more questions here, though. I just learned about the old Disneyland attraction, America Sings. America Sings was great. If you want to see those animatronics, go ride Splash Mountain, because pretty much all of them went to Splash Mountain. You guys want to hear an interesting story real quick before I answer some more questions? People ask me all the time, like, most random or off-the-wall Disney fact that I know. I know one of the most random and off-the-wall facts about Disney parks. Do you guys know why Splash Mountain was named Splash Mountain? Michael Eisner and a couple other people really wanted to promote the movie Splash with Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks. You guys have probably never seen that movie, but it's a classic touch-tone Disney movie. And the Imagineers were working on this ride, and they were like, no, it's going to be Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, you know, the whole Song of the South themed thing. And Michael Eisner was just like, well, yeah, but could we incorporate Splash in there somewhere and maybe have an animatronic Daryl Hannah or Tom Hanks? And the Imagineers were like, could you imagine Song of the South characters and then a random Tom Hanks animatronic standing there? No, it wouldn't work. And I watched that on a Disney endorsed DVD that they actually sell in the parks. And yeah, Splash the Mermaid movie. Splash Mountain is named after Splash the Mermaid movie. You're welcome. Your most random theme park Disney fact ever. All right, let's read some more of these questions. Everybody said goodbye to Patty. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. Jonathan, bye, buddy. I'm sorry I didn't get to tell you goodbye. What one Disney movie do you think should be replaced by a dark ride? Jungle Book. I want to ride in a banana boat, like a big banana boat, and I want to ride through the world of Jungle Book, the animated film, not the live action film, the animated film. The Presidential Tourist, dude, thank you so much, man. Anytime you're in the park and you see me, or you're in the park at the same time I am, hit me up, man. It was a pleasure meeting you with Adam that day at Club Cool. Able to Art, love you too, man. You're great, man. Your art stuff that I see. Whoa! Somebody just shot a firework and it scared the mess out of me. Why are they shooting fireworks in the daytime? That's pointless. Let's see. Knowledge bomb. Is there another screen used prop Disney World you interact? Is there another screen used prop at Walt Disney World you can interact with? Like, not that you can interact with. Like, there's the Flight of the Navigator ship there. There's a little ship from Horizons at Disney on location. But like Roger Rabbit, the Benny the Cab that I did a video on. Roger Rabbit screen used Benny the Cab mobile is like the only thing really on Disney property that is something you can actually sit and touch and do whatever you want to with. It still blows my mind they don't have that thing behind a cage. So do you think they should incorporate more Nightmare Before Christmas stuff during Christmas at Disney like they do in California? Yeah, I think they do a pretty good job with merchandise and stuff, but I definitely want to see Jack and Sally in a parade. You know, I don't know about the Haunted Mansion overlay thing here at Disney World. I don't think it would go over well with the people who are visiting. Let's see. Drop the mic up, goddamn. Let's see here. Yeah, that's the last question. What time is it? 8:10. All right, just a few more minutes, guys. At 70 minutes, I'm gonna call it a night. So, yeah, I'm gonna have a brand new video tomorrow on my channel, and I hope you guys watch it. I did have a great 4th of July. Spoiler alert, you can find out about my 4th of July tomorrow, because that's what the video's on. Yeah, if they did the overlay at Florida, I don't know, man. People come to, here's the thing, and I always tell people this. People come to Walt Disney World for their first Disney experience, and they expect Disney to be in the shape that they see it on TV. People go to Disneyland for a different experience. I know a lot of people who went to Walt Disney World first, and that's usually the trend. So if people showed up to Disney World and it was their first and only day in the Magic Kingdom and they had to see the overlay of Nightmare Before Christmas, I don't think they would enjoy Haunted Mansion as much. I'm not saying that the Haunted Mansion overlay is bad. I'm just saying if people went to Walt Disney World and they were expecting Haunted Mansion, they want to see Haunted Mansion. Epcot has been doing away with a lot of their science displays. What do you think of that? Epcot is one of those places that you're supposed to learn and you're supposed to have fun learning. I haven't really learned a lot lately at Epcot, and I miss that. I miss learning things at Epcot. I hope they bring back that aspect to the park, because that was what it was pretty much based on when it opened. Not the original Epcot design. Dude, a Newfound Glory tribute band, that'd be awesome. I love Newfound Glory. They're great. But yeah, it's been 70 minutes, and I think I'm gonna call it a evening. I want to thank you guys for watching. Okay, I will answer 5 more questions. They're going to be very quick. So 5 more questions, and then I'm going to go. Let's start with Presidential Wars. How did I meet Adam the Woo? I was at Old Town, and Adam was doing a meetup, and we had talked online and stuff, like commenting back and forth, and like private messaging on Twitter and stuff about Jim Varney. And I met him at his meetup in person, and I just went there to support him. It wasn't like, going to I was just going to support him. And we met in person. He was like, "Oh, dude, yeah, I've talked to you a couple of times on the internet, blah, blah, blah. Let's hang out." And we started hanging out, and the rest is history. So, good night, Mom. Love you. My mom's been here, guys. That's amazing. Why only 5 questions? Because, man, I've been on here for 71 minutes, and I'm sweating profusely, and I'm really hungry, and I don't want to keep everybody on here because it's getting later in the evening. They should turn Interventions to a Stark Expo, but don't know how they would do with the Marvel licensing. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Pineapple pizza, yes or no? I will say yes for Abby, because if you guys watch my video tomorrow, you will see what was on Abby's pizza. Killing it, dude. Hopefully I'll see you around Orlando. Josh, thanks, man. I'm in the parks, and I'm always around Orlando. Good chatting with you, dude. Gotta go sometime. Dude, yeah, Brady, for real, man. We'll do that. Laramie, you did make me eat up a question. Yeah, I have 3 more questions, and then I'm gonna go. So go ahead, guys. Ask away, and then I'm gonna get out of here. But yeah, expect more of these live videos. Now, they're all not going to be 70 minutes long unless I have some big, exciting news or anything. But it'd be cool to do like a quick hour live, session, like when I'm out at the parks or driving around doing some World of Micah filming and everything, just to let you guys know what's going on and keeping up with you guys and everything. So, all right. I think I'm going to end it. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had a great time. The questions keep pouring in. Favorite non-theme park restaurant? Chewy's, Mexican. Coke or Pepsi? Neither. I don't drink Coke or Pepsi anymore. I enjoyed them both when I did, though. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys know, and please like the video if you guys can. Don't feel obligated. Like, if you liked it, like it. But thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. And if you guys aren't following me on Instagram and stuff, do that, because I do a lot of things on there too. So thank you guys for watching my live stream, and we'll all say it together. You ready? Stay weird. Goodbye.